Today, I want to show you a perfect swing game. It starts off with my top laner dying to invade, so we go down and counter invade at Raptors. This is very strong, and since they had no one to cover, they have no idea you're up here already. Well, I'm up against an Ekko mid lane with Halo Blades, so I expect a very aggressive playstyle. Echoes will dash onto you with E and proc Halo Blades and run away. This is their trading pattern, so we need to understand this. It can feel very oppressive to lane against. But if you can manage to pull off a trade where he doesn't get to proc a passive like this one, it's very good for you, and it gets easier once you hit level 2, because you can return a lot of damage from a point blank Q. But he also gets easier time proccing his passive because he gets Q up now, so you can EQ like this. He just needs to auto you once. Look at this, I tried to walk forward, bait out his EQ and then walk back. Perfectly spaced, so now he has no E and Q. So I have a few seconds here where I can auto the wave and hit him with Q. He actually does a very nice punish on this cannon minion. Very well played to him. I do have Ghost still popped, so I can chase him down a bit, make the trade at least even. But since I'm running TP, I'm just gonna base TP back, and he won't be able to push this wave in time, so I can actually pull a freeze on him. Because I pulled a freeze, he now has to step up really far, and it's easy to set up a gank for my jungler. If you can manage to keep the wave like this out in front of your tower, this is very good, especially against this Ekko setup, because he can't really reliably jump you anymore, because you're so close to your tower. And since he's a melee champ, you can harass him every time he steps up. But now since he doesn't have flash, my jungler comes again, and we take him down together. I make sure to push out the wave before I base, but since Ekko arrives first, now he pushes out the wave. I'm just gonna clear this, and now I have a roam timer, so I'm deciding to roam bot, try to spread my impact down there. We don't kill them initially, but we will of course dive this, especially because my Kayn is down here as well. We need to punish them here. And it's a 4v3, so we win easy. We managed to get 3 kills, this is super worth it. Now enemy bot lane are very behind, you see they also lost at around like 3 waves. This is very good for the team. Even though I sacrificed a lot of plates mid, I have now tempo on Ekko, because I have spent my gold, he hasn't. Now it's hard for him to recall, and if he does decide to recall, I have tempo roam timing where I can roam and he cannot follow at all. I use the timing to clear out 2 wards, so the river is dark for enemy team. Well, it's very hard to kill at this point, so I'm just gonna push wave and play for bot lane. Clearing out their wards. Make sure I have an easy roam down there, if I get an opportunity. But since my jungle and support have lead, we can just run around together and clean up any stragglers. Sadly, my absence from lane has led to Ekko getting very early tower. But at the same time, he hasn't done anything for the team, right? So it evens out. Since he based, I get to push the wave first, and actually manage to get a plate as well. I now have Rylai's and boots, I'm very strong at this point. I'm just gonna be reactive with my TP, so if any play happens on the side lane, I can always join my team instantly. Be ready to help them out. Enemies look for a bot play, I just TP in the moment they commit, so they cannot fall back. I definitely think we can outplay this with my Rylai slow. Now I just cleared the minions and recall spent my money. The mid game has practically started now, so I'm just gonna drop down to the side wave, let my ADC go mid, and now I'm just gonna make sure Ekko does not get a tower. So I'm just gonna push the wave, then run to hover mid. If Ekko shows bot again, I'm gonna run down there again, collect the wave, and that process just repeats. And if I meet him down there, I'm actually quite strong now. I have the Negatron cloak as well, so he doesn't really do any damage to me. I can just walk up and trade on him. So now I actually get that first push. And he's now the guy responding to my push, okay? I've been waiting, stalling time, want my TP to get online, so I can actually respond to any side lane fights, so I can participate if a fight breaks out. That's one of the biggest pros of TP, is you can just drop into the side lane. If a fight breaks out, you can join it, while collecting gold and XP in the side lane. If you don't side lane, you will fall behind in golden XP. And now I actually managed to pick off a free kill on center recalling, just because you are opening your eyes. And since I'm already close proximity to the mid lane, I decided to hover, because I have a feeling they could engage us here. So I'm just gonna stay out of vision. Enemy engages, we do a counter attack, and now the enemy is as good as dead. After a successful fight, just finish off the tower, recall spend your money, and then regroup with your team, take objectives, take their jungle, side lane, pressure the towers. Using your lead to secure objectives is the #1 thing you need to do when you're winning. This is how you close out a game. But of course always know your limits, don't overextend. We cannot take this tower, so we're just gonna base. I'm gonna get my 3rd item here. And since the enemies are actually overextended really hard, I do a very nice TP flank here. So we can clean them all up and perhaps take a Baron if we win it. Nice, since we win the fight, we convert this winning team fight into objective, like Baron. This will put us at an even bigger advantage and will make it very hard for the enemy team to come back. I'm gonna start building towards Leandris now, so we can burn down that tank, and I'm just gonna drop into the bot side here. I have my eyes set on tier 2 bot tower, if nothing else happens. Helping out my team with W whenever I need to do it. But since I don't have TP, I end up grouping with my team and try to take down a tier 2 together. I'm gonna try and help Irelia take down top tier 2, just clear out the vision in the jungle. Kayn is hovering me, so I'm not very scared at all. Since we have vision control of this quadrant, the enemies will have a hard time responding to this in time. And when Jay shows up, we just fight him. We are very strong at this point. I got a very nice E. And since I'm this tanky, I can easily just tank the tower for shots. You can see I'm just taking the tower shots here, letting my team finish them off on the tower. This is how you can transition a very solid laning phase, a very solid 1v1, into a bot play where you can snowball the game by helping your teammates out and being able to counter enemy plays with TP. Making sure you get a lot of farm in the meanwhile, you're not losing out on CS, while being able to join every single team fight if necessary. I seriously love Hilo games where everyone is on the same page and there's just no mistakes. Thank you all so much for the support and have a great day.